This is India's first autonomous Level 1 body-on-frame premium SUV. Well, the specs of this car is really impressive. It is 4.9 meters in length and 1.9 meters in width. This car has a 2-liter engine that produces a power of 218 PS at 4000 RPM. Hey friends, today I have with me the Maxus D90, which is rebranded as the MG Gloster in India. Now let's talk about the exteriors of this car. Here is a large chrome brushed grille. This car is too big and intimidating on roads. Well, I'm going to make it easier for y'all to understand how big this car is. This car is wider than a Fortuner, taller than a BMW X7 and longer than a Ford Endeavour. This is how the indicator looks like. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the dynamic floating indicators like the Audi. Oh, can you all believe that this is actually a halogen fog lamp? Surprisingly, they don't have the LED lamps. But nevertheless, these fog lamps have cornering function. Now of course, here we see dual projector headlamps with a full LED tech badge right here. As we move on to the front, there's a lot of chrome treatment here. And as we can see, this is the 360-degree front camera. Now as we move up here, we see the ORVM and it has two things below it. One is for the 360-degree camera view and the other is what projects the MG logo at night. Here is where the MG's logo at night projects. This is how the car looks from the side. Although the car does not have too many chrome curves, this car still looks dominating on roads. Now let's quickly check how the wheels look like. These are the 19-inch alloy wheels from Continental. Now let's get back to the rear of the car, which is quite generic in nature. The Gloster badging is abnormally huge. Well, we all know that if it's an MG, the Internet Inside badge is bound to be there. On the other side, it has 4WD and ADAS. 4WD stands for 4-wheel drive and ADAS stands for Advanced Driver Assistance System. Well, this car also comes in a 2-wheel drive variant. This car actually has 2 exhausts, but to maintain the uniformity in aesthetics, they've given dual exhausts on each side. Let me show you the spare wheel. Oh wow, the spare wheel is an alloy wheel. They've not cut their costs here. This is the rear parking camera. These are the parking sensors all over the car. This is mainly due to the self-parking capability that this car has. Oh, this is the Brit Dynamic badge, which shows MG's connect with the British. Sensors here as well, here as well, here as well. It's all around the car. This is the blind spot detecting light. It blinks when the blind spot is occupied by a car on the road while you drive. I'd like to show you all how insane the roof of the car is. For that, obviously, I'll have to stand up. Okay, so this is how the roof of the car looks like. These are the roof rails, which I think are not quite functional and are quite inefficient to use. Let's go inside and check out how the interiors look like. Doesn't this look like a BMW to you all from this angle? The center console is really very long and stylish. The AC vents are placed below than usual. There's a hazard light here, the climate control system here. This is a place where you can keep your phone for wireless charging, 12-volt charging socket, a USB port here as well. The dashboard has a dual-tone leather finish with a handle here for the passengers to easily get into the car. This is a 12.3-inch touchscreen display. It's got 70 connected features. It's got a partner app, it's got a Gaana app with subscription, it's obviously got the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, it's got live weather updates, it's got its own TomTom navigation system. Here we can see there's a lot of settings right here. We can change the theme, the display, a lot of Bluetooth. Phones can be connected inside as well. Here is the 360-degree camera view. This can even do a 3D external augmented reality view. As we can see, this is a virtual car and this is how we can see the augmented reality view. Isn't this a cool feature? These are the paddle shifters here that can be used during manual mode. These are the steering functions here. This is the volume up and down. This is to switch the sources. This is the hands-free button. This is to call the MG customer care. These are adaptive cruise control features. This is the 8-inch multi-information display. As we can see, there are a lot of functions. Oh my god, this is insane. Here up, we've got 2 LED lights. This is to open and close the boot. This is to open and close the sun blinds, and this is to open and close the sunroof. This is the visor here with mirror along with lights. This is the place to keep the sunshades. We know that this car is loaded with features for the fact that it has a massage function only for the driver, memory seats to save up to 2 people's settings, and 12-way adjustable electronic seat system. The door storage seems quite decent enough to hold 2 bottles here. This switch right here is to open the fuel tank. These are the control for power windows. This is the control to adjust the ORVM. This is to adjust the level of headlight. There's a storage space here as well. You can keep the keys here. This is the engine start-stop button here. This is the glove box, but I think it is quite small in its capacity. Let's check the center console in detail. The gear feels quite nice to hold. There are twin cup holders here. There is a control for driving modes. There are 7 driving modes: the Sport, Snow, Mud, Sand, Rock, Eco. There's the electronic handbrake. The only issue here is there is no light, so you don't know whether this is engaged or no. I think you'll have to see it in the instrument cluster. These are the functions for ventilated seats. This is for driver heating, this is for driver cooling, and this is for passenger heating. There are a lot of buttons here as well. This is for downhill assist, this is for traction control, this is for automatic start-stop button, this is for hands-free self-parking, this is for the electronic differential lock of the vehicle, this is for the lane keep assist. The panoramic sunroof is super huge. It almost covers 80% of the roof. Like MG says, it's a human thing, let's experiment something. Hello MG. Open the sunroof. Hello MG.
Yes.
Close the sunroof. Let's see if she can do something else. Hello MG.
Hi, how can I help?
Open the driver side window.
Okay.
Wow, this is super cool. I'm going to demonstrate how self-parking works in this car.
Hey Ayush, how does the driving pleasure look like?
Oh, the Gloster is amazing. Although there's a lot of lag, but after 2500 RPM, the turbo kicks in. Also, the engine sound, it's very refined. I mean, I can't hear anything. I think it's due to the double insulation. Also, right now, the massage function is on, so it's kind of a treat to my back. And let's see how the car hits the market. Overall, a good package. We already know how huge this car looks from outside, but I'm not sure if I can say the same for inside as well. Sudhir here is going to tell us the same.
Hello friend, let us just check the second row and third row of this particular car and let's see how spacious it is. Come inside. This is the second row of this particular car and it has got captain seats. So you can actually adjust this seat according to your comfort. You can recline it. You can just move forward and backward according to your height and leg room. Decent headroom for the person with 5'10", 5'11" height. There are AC controls over here. You can adjust it according to your comfort. There's USB plug. Let me show you the way to go to the third row. You can easily go through this from second row to third row. There's plenty of space over here. But let me show you the traditional way. Just get outside. Pull this. And here you can enter the third row. There's enough leg space and headroom over here as well on the third row. But like any other of its competitors, it lacks the thigh space. But it's decent enough for the children. There are lights over here. There are AC vents. And there are cup holders over here. Now let me show you all the boot space of this particular car. The boot space of this car is 343 liters. And once you fold this third row, the boot space increases to 1350 liters. MG Gloster Premium SUV comes in 4 variants: Super Smart, Sharp and Savvy. It comes in 2 sitting configuration, 7-seater and 8-seater. Whereas the base variant is priced at rupees 29 lakhs, which goes up to rupees 35 lakhs. What are your thoughts about this premium SUV? Do let us know in the comment section. And also like and share this video and also subscribe to our channel Indian Drives.